Well, hey there. Well, hi there. Well, ho there, Travel Start. It's Liz from Travel Start here. Thank you so much for stopping by. We know that you can spend your time in travel absolutely anywhere, and that you decide to do it with us just makes my heart happy. So thank you guys so much for that. As always, don't forget to like, subscribe, share, and hit the notification bell so that you'll be made aware when new content comes available. Also, consider becoming part of the Travel Start family. We are building a community of like-minded, positive, fellow travelers, people that want to be a part of a travel community, who want to get out and see the world, and who enjoy engaging with others. So if that is you, please consider becoming part of our family. Okay, so the last video was about what we can do 24-ish days out. I'm going to say, you know, between the 30-day and the 24-day mark. We talked about passports, we talked about sunblock, we talked about after the sun, we talked about making sure you have enough deodorant, we talked about your medication, we talked about your tags that you would get from the cruise line for your bags and whatnot. So, and we talked about medication and things like that. Okay, so if you guys are interested in that or haven't seen that video, I'll link it somewhere above. Okay, but in this video we want to talk about what you can take with you and what you cannot take with you, or what you may have to check and put in check bags. So if that's of interest to you, keep on watching. Okay, so I am on the Norwegian website because, as you guys know, the 10-day cruise is a Norwegian cruise. And it lists that you can bring clothing, of course, and you don't. Okay, so Norwegian is freestyle cruising, so they're not quite as liberal as, say, a Carnival ship is about clothing. But even Carnival recently, they just had an update to their policy that doesn't allow you to wear clothes that may have graphic pictures on them, or suggestive pictures, you know, terms or phrases on the shirt that, you know, could end up being offensive to other people. The worry with that, with lots of people, was who determines what's offensive and what's not offensive. And I don't have an answer for you to that, but they expect that the staff will enforce that. In this case, though, in Norwegian, they expect you to dress professional casual basically on board. It's freestyle, so, you know, khakis and cargo pants and sarongs over bathing suits, and you shouldn't be walking around inside the ship in bikinis and things like that. But, you know, just common sense stuff. Like today, I'm gonna lift up a second. Now, this dress goes all the way to the floor, just so you know. But so that may even be a little bit too exposed for a Norwegian cruise. Now, I am covered legitimately head to toe, but something more appropriate would be to have, you know, my sweater over top of this. And again, it's the Caribbean, so, you know, you may have like just a little jacket or a pullover, or you know, ladies, you know how we are. Sometimes we'll pin the dress together to make it a little less whatever it is, and you can do that, or you can put one of those little you can buy these little lace pieces that you can put in the front to make it not quite so, you know, like that. But I'm Liz, and this is what Liz wears, so there you go. So anyhow, in the main dining room, you are allowed as men to wear polo tees or button downs. They don't enforce like a jacket and tie, that type of thing, but, you know, feel free to put on your Hawaiian t-shirts, or, you know, your shirts with the flamingos on them, or, you know, whatever. And ladies, they expect that you'll wear, of course, dresses or skirts or slacks, things like that, in the main dining room or formal dining. So just so that you know. The nice thing about it is that they're not horribly fussy about the dress or skirt or slacks that you wear, unless you're walking around in the main dining room in like panty shorts, as Wendy Williams says, or booty shorts. They gonna say something about that. You can wear like really nice denim pants and a button-down shirt, and I don't think they would bother you with that either. But again, if you're coming in and you're like busting out of it, probably not the thing they want you to wear in the main dining room. And even in the buffet, you may actually have, you know, an issue there. So be forewarned, You do have to, there is a dress code to some extent, right? So there you go. Okay, so they call it smart casual. Be ready for excursions. Make sure you have good shoes. Make sure you have tennis shoes or something that will help absorb impact if you're doing any of the walking cruises or excursions. That's important. You want to do that. The freedom, I'm going to read to you what they say. Cruise casual, the freedom of freedom cruising. Dress cruise casual anytime during the day in the buffet and in most of the specialty restaurants. For women, it includes summer and casual dresses, skirts, regular capri pants, shorts, jeans, and tops. Khakis, jeans, shorts, and casual shirts are fine for men. Swimwear is acceptable at the buffet and outdoor restaurants, but a shirt or a cover-up and footwear will be required. So pretty much the same thing I just told you, right? It's a good thing that we're on the same page. Please note, we want you to be comfortable, but tank tops for men, flip-flops, baseball caps, visors, and jeans that are overly faded with holes or tears and worn below the hips are not permitted in any of the main dining rooms or specialty restaurants. So again, common sense. Now, there was a point where I was talking to someone about booking a cruise. They didn't end up booking. They went another direction. But we had a gentleman that wore baseball caps all the time, and he was not about to come out of his baseball cap for nothing. So if you're one of those people that you wear a baseball cap with legitimately everything, be prepared that in the MDR, in the main dining room, they will ask that you take that off. You can, however, wear things that are part of your heritage. So, you know, like some of the wraps that they may wear in Africa and things like that, the men may wear, that wrap, that's a different type of a thing. But just a baseball cap for the sake of it, no. There was a guy that wanted to wear like a Kango or like a fisherman's style hat, and they didn't give him any problems. Or one of the, I forget what they're called, but it fits around the head and then it comes to the point and it has a little button on the front. They didn't mess with the gentleman wearing that either. But, you know, baseball caps seem to be a polarizing topic, so what are you going to do? Okay, so special theme nights. Our newest events, Norwegian Night Out, is the perfect opportunity to get dressed up for formal evenings. Yeah, because on board, they don't have the captain's reception, which is typically the formal night where you go and get dressed up. But they do have something called the iconic white hot party, and I'm planning to be white and hot, at least in my clothes. I will be brown and golden everywhere else. So anyways, so there you go, right? Okay, electronics. Don't forget, obviously, your tablets, you know, your main electronics, but they're chargers. And this ship stays, it's in America part of the time, and then like in the Mediterranean and whatnot, some parts of Europe. So they should have American-style chargers, but it never hurts to take one of those adapters for the charging of your cell phones and or devices, just in case they have European style outlets. But typically they're American outlets and you don't have to worry about it. They do have laundry and dry cleaning on board. I know this. Yeah, actually this list is really good. Tablets, chargers, cameras, spare memory cards, batteries, and power converters. And will I need an electrical converter? Current on board is 110 volts and 220 volt AC. However, some high voltage hair dryers, electronic rollers, and electronic razors may need a converter. So there you go. Two bags that are 50 pounds or less is what you're allowed to take on the airlines. Luggage should be clearly labeled with your names, address, and contact numbers. Bring any additional small bags, yada yada. Okay, so the normal stuff. If you have valuables, there is a safe where you can take them on board to the, you know, down to make sure that you don't want to have anything stolen out of your room. Like, that would ruin my cruise. Legit, you guys. I would be, yeah. So if you do have valuables that you're planning on taking, don't wear them off ship at the ports, guys. Don't do that. You can wear them on board, and then when you're done wearing them for that evening, take them to the safe so that they may be locked up and your things are not lost, and make sure that they are insured. So, okay. What not to bring on board? This is going to be a topic. Instead of including that in this video so that this video is not super long, I'll do this next video about what not to bring. But no, the things that I did not say for electronics, and this is an interesting thing, especially if you don't watch the next video, this is important. You are not allowed to use drones on board a cruise ship. Let me say that again. You are not allowed to bring the drone and use it while you're on the ship. So what ends up happening is a very interesting thing, and we'll talk about that on the very next video. Okay, so that's it for this one, you guys. As always, lots of warmth and well wishes and happiness and gratitude and joy and just great memories, and we'll see you guys on the very next video or on board our cruise, right? Time to get away, maybe? Okay, we'll see you guys soon. Bye.